Hello and welcome to the Sport Report Cricket Edition. So,
Coming up on today's show, we have the England Test match, some county cricket, and the CPL.
first on today's show, we've got the England versus Pakistan Test match. There were four major talking points in this match, like Zak Crawley's 267, Josh Buttler's brilliant Test match and series, Jimmy Anderson's getting 600 wickets, and the one sole Pakistani moment, Azhar Ali 141 not out. Aggie, do you have any opinions on this?
Well, I think it was a really fantastic innings from both Zak Crawley and Azhar Ali. Because, I'm not going to lie, James Anderson, Stuart Broad, Jofra Archer, they're not easy bowlers to face. And also, Josh Buttler, we gotta give him some credit for supporting Zak Crawley at the crease with his really good 150 run.
Yeah, anything adding to that?
Yeah, it was a good Test match, but I didn't see much of it, but I saw some highlights, and Azhar Ali was a great batsman as well as Zak Crawley.
Yeah, he definitely needed some runs, Azhar Ali. And so did Zak Crawley in one sense, because he kept getting left out of the team.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame that the Test match resulted in a draw, because this might sound biased, but I think England were on the way to a victory, and
Yeah, it was
we can't help it, but it was kind of unfair that it was a draw.
Yeah, it was a high quality Test match. Resume.
Jimmy Anderson got his 600 wicket after loads of simple catches dropped. It must have been really frustrating.
Yeah.
But at least he got his 600 wickets, so
He got
that should be
saved.
good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that wraps up about the Test match. And just before we move on, I've got some good stats about Zak Crawley's innings. Highest ever Test score by a person from Kent, passing Rob Key's 221. Highest score in one innings after getting out stumped, and he passed. I can't remember whose record it was, but somebody got 258 runs and then got stumped. And yeah, Zak Crawley's innings was truly phenomenal.
Okay.
Swiftly moving on to the Bob Willis Trophy, where, as always, we give you the Kent scores. And Kent have triumphed over Surrey, and that's actually good for Kent because Colin Graves was saying earlier in the week that some minor counties should be scrapped and actually go 18 to 12. Surrey are a big county, and they've just lost to Kent. And now I've got the scorecard for you. Stuart from Kent, in Kent's first innings made 58. Sam Curran, Finch, they had good bowling. In Surrey's first innings, Ben Foakes was the big man, scoring 118 runs. All of the Kent bowlers chipping in with their wickets. And then in Kent's second innings, not much to look for, but Ben Cox did top score with 32 runs. Surrey only needed a few runs in the second innings, precisely 191, and nothing happened. But again, Ben Foakes, that would be good for his confidence and good form for him. 57. Evans got 42, but it wasn't enough. Darren Stevens taking another fourfer. Aggie, have you got anything else to add?
I also think Matt Milner's bowled really well.
Yeah,
And Kent batted like all right in their first innings. Not necessarily well in their second.
Yeah.
But I think their bowling saved them mainly, which is actually a good sign.
And now moving on to the CPL, which becomes the first major T20 franchise competition league to start again after COVID-19. And Aggie's got some more news on this.
So today, the matches are St. Lucia Zoots, Trinbago Knight Riders, the top two teams of the table. And there's also Barbados Tridents and Jamaica Tualas. So the stats for this year's CPL, with Lewis with 160 runs so far, Hetmeyer with 143, and Glenn Phillips with 128. Then the person with the most wickets is Kagalijin with 10 wickets, Majib with 9, Tahir with 9, and R. Emrit with 7. So it's the start of the tournament. We can't necessarily judge yet, but we'll see how it goes. It's going to be
Thank you,
interesting.
Andy. And speaking about T20 franchise competitions to resume, although it's not quite a franchise, our very own T20 Blast resumes on Thursday, which is tomorrow, and Ruin's got more news on that.
Yeah, as of tomorrow, the T20 Blast resumes with a few matches such as Eagles versus Middlesex, Spitfires versus Hamps, Gloucks versus Stillbacks, Durham versus Lightning, Falcons versus Foxes, Rapids versus Glamorgan, and Vikings versus Outlaws. Few interesting matches. And now handing over to Abe.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Varun. I think the Kent versus Hampshire match looks a cracker, and so too does the Essex Middlesex one. I think they'll be evenly fought matches. I think all four of the teams have oozing with quality. They've got international players playing for them, although I'm not sure Kent will have Billings, who's probably away on international duty. But listen, the T20 Blast looks set for a thrilling competition. Although there might not be as many overseas players, we can still show off our brilliant talent. Aggie?
Yeah, I agree with you. So Kent versus Hampshire, we might not know the result yet, but as you said, there might not be as many overseas players coming in, so we don't know if it'll be the same as last year. We can't really judge any teams yet. But I think Surrey obviously looking strong, but I think Kent have got some potential.
Now, I think that wraps it up for our Sport Report Edition 2 Special Cricket Edition. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.